Otherwise, be on your left forearm, minimize any twisting of your torso. Go ahead and reach those legs back, extend the legs back. Reach from the inner groin to the big toe, roll the thighs from inside out, and then bend up your right leg. Minimize any twisting or turning, reach that right arm back, and then inhale, exhale, turn your hand so the heel of the hand is pressing on the toe mounds. That arm turns like a Chaturanga Dandasana arm, and then press and draw the outer heel to the outer buttock, upper back in, chest up. Take your time here. Take a few breaths here. And then change sides. So let's do 3 times on each side. And I'm just going to give us a couple minutes here to work with this. Go ahead and switch sides at your own rate. Yeah, so watch the order of events, the refinements, and then give yourself some time to just be in the pose. You know, it is good, absolutely, to work with movement, to work with mobility. That's very important, very freeing, sometimes just to move in and out of the poses, to move the limbs, right? But also at the same time, on the flip side, we also want to give ourselves time to be steady, to refine, to absorb, to be absorbed, to allow that asana to do its work. You know, the Iyengars have made the comparison of how do you get, how do you make friends with somebody, right? You just have to spend time. It can't really be rushed. How do we become friendly with the asanas? We have to spend time. Get to know these poses in different circumstances, under different conditions, and just be with it. All right, and then when you've done 3, then you can go ahead and lie down, or rather rest your head once you've done 3 times on each side, rather. Okay, and then fold the arms, rest your head in the backs of the hands. Exhale, soften the neck, soften the shoulders. Okay. Now we haven't done Salabhasana for a while. Let's do Salabhasana, locust pose. It's an important pose. Reach the arms back, tighten the knees, tighten the elbows, and inhale, exhale, come up. Shoulders back, roll the thighs inside out, top buttock extends to the heels, lift up, take the thoracic spine in, lift up from the bottom sternum to top sternum. Good, come out, take a couple breaths, and then inhale, exhale, come on up again. Upper back in, lift up bottom sternum to top sternum, shoulders back, extend from the top buttocks to the heels, shoulders back, upper back in. And come on down. And one more time, inhale, exhale, come up. So it's an important pose because we build strength this way. You know, these strengthening poses also actually, Sarvangasana is very important for building strength on the back body, and that will help with our back bends as well. And then come on out. Dhanurasana, if you need an alternative, you can do Salabhasana with the knees bent, tailbone in. Otherwise, inhale, exhale, grab hold of the front ankles, spin the ankles from inside out, tighten just below, just where the hamstrings meet the buttocks, grip there, and then it's as if you're lifting and drawing that area up to the ceiling. Lift the chest, lift your thighs. Dhanurasana. So where the hamstring meets the buttocks, grip and lift there, and that will actually allow those legs to start to come up. Chest up, head up, eyes up. And come on out. And we'll repeat 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, chest up, head up, come up. Just where the hamstrings meets the glutes, grip, and then draw that area up to the ceiling. The feeling is like it's drawing up to the ceiling, and then that will allow those thighs to lift up. And release, and then one more when you're ready. So these, in some ways, are the more willful back bends, I find, or among the more willful back bends. But that strength building, it's important. Okay, downward dog. To lengthen it out, just take a moment, downward dog. So press into the palms. Exhale to straighten your legs. Exhale to draw the hips back. Watch the order of events. So if I said that to a beginner, they would have no idea what I was talking about because they don't know what the actions are in the pose, right? They need to be taught the actions, the alignment first. But since you've done downward dog, who knows how many, I don't know, a million times or whatever, hundreds, thousands of times, you know many actions in the pose. So watch, what are those order, what's that order of events? Okay, and then bend the knees, come on out. Okay, Paryankasana. Let's take Paryankasana with blocks. How's your knee, like your knee, the whole knee groin stuff doing for you, Sherry? Adductor.
It's better. I mean, sometimes it's not great, but for the most part, it's a lot better. It's good.
Okay, good. Okay, so we'll do Paryankasana. If the Virasana type work aggravates, then you can always just choose a different position for the legs.
Nope, I was actually praying you were going to say this. This is great for me. Thank you.
Perfect. Right. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so Paryankasana, and we'll do 2 blocks, and we're going to have the block high and narrow. And then sit in Virasana. So knees together, extend from the big toe to the head of the shin. And then that block is for the upper back. Well, middle upper back, really. I take it, that bottom edge of the block, kind of at the bra line, is really where I'm taking it. And then let your head relax back. And let's just be here for a few moments with the hands, with the arms below the shoulders, palms up, and just let those shoulders relax. Yeah. Let that block mold the upper back, shape the middle upper back. And of course, as that thoracic spine, those back ribs draw in, then what happens to the chest? Relax the jawline, the throat, the abdomen. So let the abdomen receive this gentle lengthening and really let that lower abdomen soften. Should be kind of a nice feeling. Like a soothing quality on that lower abdomen. Okay. Now you can either stay here or reach behind, grab hold of that brick, and then let your head go back, hold the block, and reach that block away from you as you let the head arc back. So you'll grab that block, let the head go back, and then reach and extend that block away. Good. Nice. Yeah, beautiful. Nicely done. Okay, come on up, come on out. So you can let go of the block or bring that block in, use the hands to support. Lift the chest up, and then let's go ahead and come forward. Give your legs an opportunity to straighten out. So bring your hands forward, cross your shins, and then extend those legs out, Dhanurasana. So give your legs a chance to straighten out, open the backs of the knees. So we're going to do Paryankasana again, but I just want to give these legs a chance to straighten. So open out the backs of the knees, equally open the inner part of the knee, the outer part of the knee, extend calves to heels. Okay, let's do Paryankasana again. And what I'd like to do is let's do it the bolster and the head going back. And also I'll just say, folks online, if this isn't working out for you, you could do horizontal bolster Supta Baddha Konasana with head support. So, that would be an alternative. But folks doing Paryankasana, let's do this way. So let's turn the bolster up on its side. And then I like to put a blanket on top as well, because you want, in Paryankasana, the sort of challenging aspect, I think, is to not let the pose look like Virasana, right? So not to let the pose just flatten out, but it's to really draw that middle back in and get that lift of the chest, so it's actually an arcing, a back bending pose. So it may take a couple of tries, but you want to build some height up here. So I'm turning that bolster on its side and then press into the elbows, take the chest up by taking the thoracic spine in and up, and then arc over, and then arc over, and then have your head so it's just lightly resting on the floor. Hold the elbows and take the upper arms up and over. Exhale.